Hey guys, and welcome to my next episode. So, I want to talk about crying because I cry a lot. But I want to talk about why I cry sometimes when it comes to my clients. And first of all, I want to preface this with if you are a client of mine, if you ever become a client of mine, just know that I never give out information. I never give specifics. I never say, hey, this one client experienced this, or this one client's statistics are this. This is not that. I will never do that. And secondly, I do not want to give myself my flowers when it comes to this. This is just talking about in general. And the third thing and the most important thing is coaching is never a replacement for a mental health professional. Okay. So now that we got all those caveats out of the way, I want to talk about the impact that coaching has on lives, especially mine, because I feel like you make such personal connections when you're talking to people about their health and well-being. Because it touches everything, right? It touches the social dynamic, it touches financial dynamic, it touches familial dynamic, spiritual, like every single dynamic that is in there is tied into your health and well-being, your nutrition, your workouts, all of that stuff. It's all a part of it. Because the external stuff is always going to affect your body, how you feel, how you operate, the energy that you have. And so, yes, in some regards, with my clients, I wind up, breaching that sort of line that's already blurred between like coach and mental health professional. Again, there is no replacement for mental health professionals. As a coach, there is no one-to-one. It is very much a line of demarcation between what I do and what a mental health professional does. But I do hear some really hard things. People who are going through mental or physical health scares. People who are going through abusive relationships. People who are going through financial issues, job issues, like you name it, I have heard it. Okay. And, going through the check-ins with people, people, they often want to like share these things with you because they're like, oh, I couldn't do my program because X, Y, and Z is happening. And as a coach, I always have to remind myself, that this is an explanation. This is not a call for you to solve their problem. But inevitably, stuff just works out sometimes like that. You give a word of encouragement, you become supportive, you say, I hear you. Because sometimes that's all really somebody needs to hear, is that somebody understands them, that somebody sees their point of view. And so a lot of times there is very much an interpersonal relationship. And so I hear these things and they break my heart. They absolutely break my heart. Because life is life. Life sucks. Life can kick you on your ass just out of nowhere. And so, yes, I cry a lot because I carry a lot of heavy stuff when it comes to my clients. But then on the other side of this, and this is what prompted this podcast, is when I get the messages of, hey, Andy, your podcast has helped me. Your messages on Instagram have helped me. The positivity, sharing your experience, they have helped me to overcome this massive thing. to help me realign my life with what I want. You know, I had a client who, this was at least 5 years ago when I was teaching yoga. And she came up to me after a class and told me, hey, I just wanted to say thank you for having these classes. I have done things now that I have not been able to do in over 20 years with my body. Do you know what that feels like? For somebody to tell you that you are releasing them from the prison of their body? Do you even know what that is? To have an impact on somebody's life? That they are now more capable than they have been in decades? It's powerful stuff, man. And again, I'm not trying to give myself flowers, because it was just a yoga class. It's nothing special. I'm not the greatest yoga teacher ever alive. I'm not the greatest coach ever to exist. I'm never going to take that title. I don't want that title. I want to make real, lasting impact. And when people tell me that I am achieving that, my heart, I don't know, it feels like my heart breaks because I cry, but I cry from happiness. Knowing that all the things that I have suffered through, all the things that I have been through, they weren't pointless. They weren't random acts of violence against me. They were so that I could tell the story of survival, of coming out on the other side, and showing others that it is possible to be who you want to be, be happy after all that. All the trauma, all the negativity, all the drugs and alcohol, chaos, abuse, SA, all of that. To come out on the other side and to still be positive, to still have love in your heart and a connection with God. Do you know what that means when somebody tells you thank you? I'm going to cry right now. And so I feel like when a lot of people say, well, I don't want to share anything on Instagram. I don't want to put myself out there. I don't want to share my updates. I don't want to share my progress. I don't want to share my journey. I just don't get it. To me, that doesn't make sense, because there's somebody else out there who wants to, needs to hear that, oh my God, you're doing it? Tell me how you do it. Help me, or point me in the right direction to how you helped yourself. There are so many people out there hurting, going through a lot, and to not share the story, not share what's the word I'm looking for? To not share that little bit of light, that bit of hope, that there is something on the other side of that big event, trauma, scare, that there's something beyond that, to me, is a bit selfish. A lot of bit selfish. And so, yeah, I cry when I get the positive messages. I just got one today, and I sat with it, and I cried for at least 20 minutes. Because I'm so grateful to be put in a position, so blessed by God to have come through on the other side of everything that I've come through, and that I'm sharing with you guys how to do that I'm sharing with you guys the feelings of happiness, peace, serenity that come with working on yourself, that taking possession of your life and owning your part and owning your life, responsibility of being better today, tomorrow, and always. I'm so blessed. I'm so grateful, so thankful that I have all of you who listen, even if it's just one episode, even if it's just a minute of an episode. Thank you. Because your journeys are becoming my journey. Your success is my success. I am nothing without all of you. The stories, the good, the bad, the ugly, the triumph, the failures, all of it. I'm in it. I'm in it with you. I'm so grateful now and always. Thank you guys for listening to my episode. I hope you got something out of it because I always get something out of these. I'll talk to you later.